Hello, welcome to day 15 of the climb to 1800. Without further ado, let's just get into it. I've already played my Puzzle Rush today, so I'm hopefully pretty warm. Won't have to do that, and let's just start with e4. And opponents is going to play e5. Hopefully I can get my scotch with knight c6. If not, I'm hoping it's going... What? Why am I playing so many offbeat openings? I mean, I'm assuming I can still play my main move of d4, but I really don't want to rush through this. What is the point of moving the queen out so early? That was my dog Charlie, by the way. Am I playing Martin, the chess bot? Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to play d4 because basically no matter what, he just gave me the center. Is he going to... I'm not even sure. Okay, he just takes. I mean, theoretically, I could just take with my queen and just claim that I have a super strong center, but then if I play this, queen takes, knight takes, you can probably consolidate pretty easily. I'm not good enough to make that advantage actually count. Oh, I just realized something too. If I play knight here, what if he pins me, threatens checkmate? Actually, even then I'm not too scared because I can play moves like this. Is it simpler just to trade queens? I really don't want to, but if I play this, he's probably going to pin me. And I'm not horribly afraid of that, by the way, because I know that I can just defend it like this, but I'm worried about moves like knight f... Actually, yeah, I'm just going to take with the knight. That move cannot be wrong. Maybe taking with the queen was slightly more correct, but I don't see how that could be bad. I could also just defend with the pawn. That might actually be best, because then if he captures, I have a super strong center. So what is better, defending with the bishop or defending with the pawn? Obviously, if he doesn't take, then I kind of hinder my ability to develop my knight. But I kind of like playing knight d2 at some point anyway. This is a good question. Which one to do? It could go either way for me. I'm just thinking, what do I feel more comfortable with? I played the Alapin, so maybe I feel comfortable with c3. I'm trying not to rush through the opening because I realize that that's a big mistake I have. I rush through the opening a lot, and then I kind of regret it later on. I kind of look like a zombie. Sorry for the terrible lighting this video. I think that I'm itching to play c3 instead of anything else. But for the sake of being in a realm that I'm more comfortable with, I think I am just going to play this. Just because I do feel more comfortable if I'm able to bring the knight out to c3 in terms of like what I've played the most often. Oh, and that's a shame. Maybe I should... Okay, well, he has to be careful not to hang his rook right now, so he really only has like a few moves. And keeping his queen out this early might be bad for him. If I play this, I hang my pawn, but do I have any counterattack? Not that I see. I mean, it can't be bad to just keep on to just develop the knight. But let's see. If I take here, and then he does take my my pawn, obviously it's then undefended, so I can't attack him. But do I have any fancy moves that attack his king? I don't believe so. I think I've just got to be content with... Oh, it's actually kind of annoying that he's attacking this pawn so much. Maybe I bring my queen out, but I don't really want to just copy him and hold the queen out. You know, I have a feeling that next move he's going to play knight c6, and I want to be able to drop my bishop back, keeping pressure on this diagonal. So I really wouldn't like if my knight's there, because if my knight's there, then I have to put it somewhere else. Then again, if my knight is there and he plays and he plays knight c6, maybe it's better here. Then he just kicks me back a little bit. No, I'm honestly thinking knight d2 might be the play here. Just to keep my bishop on this diagonal. Or I could just push my queen, defending that pawn. There's a few different ways I could go. And I think I am spending too much time in this opening. I definitely have an advantage. The question is, can I capitalize on it? Maybe I even just move this rook. Then I push this. No. I think that I've just got to develop as quickly as possible. And even if he does attack my bishop, he's never going to be in a position where he's going to blunder this pawn, I believe. So, okay. He's fighting for the center now, I guess. Not actually entirely sure what he's doing, but he's playing instantly. I'm going to move my queen out so that this pawn isn't like under threat if I ever play bishop d3, which I feel like I might in a minute. I also am threatening to play this and then make him lose a pawn, because obviously his queen has to defend the square, but he also has to defend, I don't know what he's, oh, maybe he wants this. In fact, that move is scary enough that I might consider playing h3 here. I could also play bishop e2, that stops it because then I have more attackers. But let's see, if he plays this, let's see. I play bishop d4, he attacks my queen. Obviously I don't have checkmate because of his queen. Do I have anything else though? Do I have this with the bishop? No, then he just captures. Wait, let's see. Bishop c4, queen attacks me. I capture with check, captures with queen, then the king takes, so I don't actually get this. So I think I am going to play h3 first. Yeah, just to stop bishop g4. Then next move, I'm not sure if I want to play bishop c4. Okay, so he wants to castle. And in the spirit of keeping the attack alive, I think I'm going to play here so I can push my pawn on the next move. And obviously I win tempo on the queen. Maybe I even castle queenside for this. I think opponent's gotten himself into a bit of a hard... I mean, obviously he's not losing or anything, but it's going to be hard to defend his position. Like, he just has, like, I feel like not that many moves that don't lose. If he castles right now, I push this pawn. I mean, yeah, the threat of me moving my e-pawn with the discovered attack on the queen is actually pretty serious for him, just because this pawn is going to be a monster. And you know, I'm seriously considering castling queenside. The only thing I'm worried about is that he has a check, but I don't think that's a big worry. And I just want to fling my pawns at him after he castles. I'm feeling very aggressive. I obviously have the lead in development. I think that positionally, I'm in a good spot right now. Can't get complacent, though. And this is a big thing that I'm seeing in this ELO range. My opponents blitz out their moves. I rewatched my game yesterday, and I saw that the opponent that I beat in, like, I don't know, less than 20 moves or something, not the first game where my opponent blundered the queen, but the second game, my opponent had, like, 16 and a half minutes remaining, which means that they didn't think at all, which is probably why they got into such a bad position. Opponent is thinking now, though. So I'm expecting a queen move, maybe, just to stop the threat of the discovered attack. But I'm not sure. He could also try to attack my bishop by playing c5. Okay. So his idea is if I take, then he captures here, here, and then I'm not doing too great. I mean, I'm fine, but nothing phenomenal because obviously he has enough attackers. Honestly, I could just push this pawn. Let's see, what do I want to do? I mean, so many of his pieces are tied down to that right now, including his queen. Wait a minute. Takes. If he takes with the knight first, he loses, because I can deflect with the pawn. Oh no, because then he can take here first, and then, oh no, but the queen capture comes with checks, so never mind. So the only issue is if he takes with bishop first. Then I do have to recapture. Then he can recapture with queen or knight, so I guess he's fine there. What if I castle first, and then I pin the knight. I don't want to castle queenside because that'll give him a check to escape any danger, really. But I also want to be able to push my pawns really far. This is a hard decision. Castle's queenside. If he takes this, I'm a happy camper. Opens up my center entirely. And, you know, I think I am going to bite the bullet and just castle queenside. Yeah. Yeah. I don't need anything to happen immediately. Now he's going to try to win tempo on me. But I do have this check, which I think I'll make use of. Will I make use of that? I mean, I can also steal this capture here, but now, obviously, I don't have enough attackers to win that. Obviously, he's threatening this move, but not really that much of a threat, because I can just recapture with the queen. Let's see. Check. Pushes pawn. I capture. He captures. I mean, in that case, I capture with check, and it seems like I'm just getting in, breaking down his defenses, so now I feel like my bishop is on a better square up there. He can also just move the king, which might be his best move. Yeah, I did overlook that a little bit. Moving his king might be strong. And obviously, I'm never going to capture this pawn, because that'll activate all of his pieces. Next move, maybe I bring my rooks into the action. Maybe I even just slide my king over myself. This pawn is now hanging because captures... no, it's not. It's not hanging at all, actually. You know, I think that I might just slide this rook over into the action, because this discovery attack isn't actually threatening anything. Yeah, this I'm not afraid of this discovered attack at all. Maybe he goes for it, but even if the queens are off the board, I just have such a nicer position. I mean, just look at my activity. Very, very losable, though, so don't get complacent. Okay. This pretty much forces a... Wait a minute. That's mate. No, he just hung his rook. Bro, he just hung his rook. I'm not missing anything? He just hung mate, too. Bro. I mean, to be fair, I didn't see that that was mate either. Until it was played. But I guess my opponent fell to the activity of the position. I mean, that's just the danger of I mean, just look at how many of my pieces are attacking. Look, I have lasers on his king. My rooks are staring down the middle. All of his pieces are still on their starting squares. I mean, if you just develop, like, the opponents often lose, like, to their own moves. I mean, an opponent might just not make the finishing move. He might just wait until the final moment. But I'm not going to make you sit here with me until the final move, because my opponent might be throwing a bit of a temper tantrum right now. Instead, oh, nope, he plays it, and that's checkmate. Okay. Let's do a little bit of analysis. I mean, that was a quick game. That was 14 moves. Okay, I did miss. I didn't have the greatest game. I only had 79.5% accuracy. The reason I won that so quickly was because my opponent had a 57 accuracy, which is much worse. So let's go through the game, because there's definitely a lot of stuff I did wrong here. Okay, obviously bringing the queen out was weird. What should I have done instead? Okay, it doesn't really matter in my opinion which knight I bring out. That's a 0.03% difference. Okay, so I really should have captured with the queen. Wait, that's not the best move. That's not the best move either. Or is the best move to push? Wait, taking this pawn in either way is an inaccuracy. What's the better move? Wait, I have to sack another pawn? Okay, well, I would not have seen that. I'm now down a pawn, but I guess that the computer is arguing that I have so much development that is fine. I think what I played is probably okay. Okay, instead, let me guess. C3, is C3 better? Because I was debating between C3 and knight captures. Okay, C3 is fine. What's best? Wait, what's best? Okay, best is just to move my knight, move it to safety. Okay, I can see how that would be best, because that blocks the queen checkmate. Yeah, taking was a mistake, because now look at my development, and his queen lost tempo. Bring my pieces out. Where should I put my queen instead? Okay, but should I put it here? The reason that I did place it where I did was so that it's defending the g2 pawn in case I want to bring my bishop out, but I can see why the computer would say that. Maybe it wants me to castle. Maybe it wants me to go to d2, castle, bring my bishop out, and then just sack this pawn in the name of activity when I can have a counterattack. But, I mean, literally in this position, I have a... Oops. Sorry. In this position, it's plus 3.8. Look at that. There is not a single material imbalance besides knight for the bishop. And it's already basically plus 4, which is incredible. That just really shows how much development matters. Instead, I play f3, still plus 2.7 advantage, by the way. Okay, h3 is good, but it's not great. What would be better? Okay, it wants me to move my queen twice in a row. Oh, I guess I'm just attacking this, but I don't see why I would do that. This is the computer line. Okay, I don't see why that's better, but it's not much better. It's like plus 0.2 better, plus 0.3. Instead, I play h3 is fine. Bring my bishop out, that's fine. What would be better? Okay, better is just castling, and the computer is definitely agreeing about castling queenside, which I like, because obviously he's so undeveloped, I want to prioritize the attack. Yeah, castling is best here. Okay, I should not have given the check. Well, okay, I'm not going to look at the computer line. What's best? Maybe best is bringing out my rook instead? Question mark? Okay, computer is not validating it instantly. It's thinking, so I doubt that that's the best. Oh, no, that's excellent, so it's fine. What does it want? Okay, it wants b4. I don't understand. Sorry, g4. I don't understand that because takes... I guess just takes with the queen is the only move there, but I guess it's just arguing that my attack has started, so maybe that's why it's good. I'm not sure about that one. But what I played is okay. Obviously, moving... Okay, I thought moving the king back was the best move, but I suppose it's not. And I missed a chance to punish my opponent's error. What... Okay, I'm not going to look at the best move on the computer. What is... the computer saying I should do? I mean, what is the best move? I'm going to try to find it on my own. I mean, it could still just be g4. In fact, I think it might be. It's still thinking. Nope. It's better than what I did play, but maybe it wants me to just capture. Yeah, it wants me to just capture. But I feel like if he captures this way, then he kind of... has a lot of counterplay, right? Wait. It wants me to, in this position, this is plus 2 versus the second best move, which is only plus 1. I mean, if I were to play this here, it's plus 3 versus plus 1 is the second best. It still just wants me to push that. And then after something like this, doesn't... Oh, that's checkmate. That's the... See, that's the tactic that I forgot. It's that he can never actually capture anything with this pawn. He can never actually capture this pawn with anything except for the queen, because if he does, then g5, or sorry, g4 always wins that piece because he can't move it due to the threat. I missed that. That's a good thing to see. Instead, I play this. He takes, which is a blunder, because instead of him losing the piece after captures and captures with anything but the queen, obviously he could capture with the queen instead and probably be losing, but better. I mean, like, not better than me, but just, you know, better than being mated. Instead, he mates himself. And I didn't see that would have been mate until he played the move. I'm sorry. I might have said that badly back here. What I meant to say is after captures here, which is best move, the only move to kind of keep him in the game is a queen move. And no, this, right? Yeah, this is still, wait, I should not have recaptured. What should I have done? Okay, it doesn't, okay, since I have such an attack, I shouldn't trade. But I actually did lie. After this, he has a few different moves. He can either give checks, or he can take with the bishop, but it doesn't g4 win? Knight d7. I mean, it loses a piece. Yeah. So it's definitely telling when the move that the computer is recommending for the opponent loses a full piece. I mean, yeah, just totally lost for my opponent from the opening. Tried to move his queen out. If you guys have played chess.com bots, Martin, the infamous bot who always plays with his queen, that was basically the opponent that I just played against. Thank you for watching. I've been very lucky with my games today and yesterday. Opponents have been making mistakes, and I've just been playing calmly. Playing calm moves, waiting moves. Sorry, not waiting moves, but just developing when your opponents are playing weird things. Just kind of never goes wrong. It does go wrong tactically sometimes, but it's almost always the right play. Thank you for watching. I will see you tomorrow. Maybe opponent plays a normal opening and there's this fierce battle. Bye-bye. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.